My name is Charles Barone, also known as Charlie. That's it, Charlie Barone.
I met him when I was in military service. Women's Army Corps was called at that time.
We were both in the United States Army. We had joined about the same time. I in 48, and I think Grandma joined in 1949.
I thought, oh gee, he's handsome. That's my first thought.
One day, I was going out to lunch with my buddy Ike, Phil Iskowitz, and we were walking down the room where we worked, and I looked over and I saw this young lady, was my future wife.
You know, I really hadn't known many Italians, only a couple, and he had this black wavy hair, you know, something I wasn't used to, and he was thin, and he just looked handsome.
I said, well, maybe she'd like to have lunch with us one of these days. And off we went to eat lunch with a bunch of other people. And sure enough, the next day, this young lady, future wife, joined us for the lunch, and everything went from there.
It's sort of a fairy tale, you know. I never in my life dreamed it would be like that.
It was a typical, I think, a typical Italian wedding. We had it at the wedding was at the church, St. Anne's Church in Nyack, New York, on June 14th, 1952.
I had the white dress, of course, and the, I forget what they call the tiara, and I thought it was just wonderful. We had it at Scotty's, something or other. It was a restaurant nightclub thing.
We had the reception at a place called Scotty's Italian Gardens.
It was just anything a girl could dream of.
Including my father, who always did a tarantella. That's an Italian dance where he gets up and he dances like a tarantella. I think in Italian means tarantula, and he acts like he's a pig spider. The people love it.
We had a very bad winter, and Grandpa was a mailman, and he was saying, there's got to be something better than this.
That last winter, we must have had about 6 or 7 major snowstorms.
I said, well, why don't we try a drier climate?
That's when I started thinking of Florida and or Arizona. At that time, I was really chomping at the bit to move and leave Nyack. Was the fact that I could go down Nyack. I would walk down to Nyack proper, right down through the business section, the whole thing, and not meet 3 people that I knew by name. Or neither would they know me by name. 10 years, 20 years before that, 30 years before that, everybody knew everybody.
We got our kids together, we got a station wagon. A lot of people had station wagons in those days, not the wagon train, but it was somewhat like it, in a sense. And everybody headed west. Us and along all the other young couples in their station wagons with all the things on top of the car, and heading west, and nobody hardly heading east. You didn't need a map. You just followed the cars.
Our destination, of course, was Mesa, and we went through Globe, Arizona, and that you're up here at Sholo, and then you start dropping down elevation-wise into the Valley of the Sun, as they call it.
You know, we come out here to an oven.
To us, it was the Valley of the Hot Ovens. We didn't have air conditioning in our New York station wagon, so we came. It was starting to get very, very warm, and we got down into Globe. It was like driving into a huge oven. with the temperature turned up to maximum, broiling or whatever, just like going into an oven.
We had ice water in the cooler, and we had some washcloths out and put them around our necks.
They were all roasted, and my poor wife, she was red as a beet. And luckily we had a ice chest with us, and we had towels with us, and so we started throwing the towels in there, the melting ice. We got the ice water, and the kids and my wife put the towels over their heads. They looked like Arabs.
We continued on down into the valley, and when we got to the valley east of Apache Junction, the temperature just shot right up. We got to Mason, it was 116 degrees that day.
It was 116 degrees. First time we ever had that kind of weather.
And then we went into the motel that we were going to stay at, and I don't remember the name of it.
We stayed in that motel, the Arizona Winter Gardens, as they called it. It was a nice little quaint little place, and it kept us cool, thank goodness, overnight. And it was a weekend, and Monday morning in the heat and everything, and dressed as my best clothes, shirt and tie and jacket on, I went out looking for work, and it was let me tell you, it was hot.
And Grandpa went around looking for jobs, and putting in his application, put it that way. And but anyway, we did enjoy ourselves there. It was a nice place. It no longer exists. It's a car lot now.
It was quite unbearable, but we managed to live through it, and here we are 50 years later, and we're still here.
On the 14th of June, we will have been married 59 years. And this is 2012. 59 years this year.
We have been married exactly 58 years, 360 days. I think we've got our anniversaries in 4 days or something like that. Or it'll be our 59th then, and a year from that will be our 60th. So that we're looking forward to that 60th too. But anyway, yeah, 60 years, 59 years as of next week.
What was the happiest moment in your life?
Meeting Charlie. Meeting Grandpa, I should say.
Well, I'd be silly if I didn't say my family, which is true. Getting married to Ola, and subsequently having 4 children. It was Keith Charles and Kenneth Gregory and Kathleen Jennifer and Kieran Philip. And that is my favorite. That's my biggest accomplishment. In my entire life. And here I am, 83 years old. That's the end of that?
That's the end of
I
that.
can't talk longer?
You can. Yeah.
Is it turned off already?
No, it's still on.
Okay. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much.